Welcome back. We are back here in my tiny, white, and slightly very loud dorm room here in Geneva, Switzerland, where I am studying abroad this semester. So, this week is the first week of classes, so I've already gone to my first 2 days of classes, which are all of the days of classes that I have this week, which is very exciting. I only have class on Mondays and Wednesdays, which leaves a lot of time to do other stuff. So this weekend, the school actually organized a fun little field trip for all the new students, where we went to a castle on the other side of the lake. So in Geneva, there's a big, not just in Geneva, in this area of Switzerland, there's a big lake, and Geneva sits on one side of it, and Montreux, I can't say the words, sits on the other side of the lake, and we went to an old castle/fortress there. And we got to explore and see it all at this castle, and in this entire city that we were exploring, there were just the most gorgeous views that I've seen since I got here, which was amazing. And then we got to take a nice long boat ride back across the lake to closer to where we were. I don't know the name of the castle, and I can't pronounce it if I could, but I'll put the name of it somewhere, maybe, if I remember. If I can find it, because like I said, I don't remember. But that trip was just a nice way to get to meet other new students and to just see something new in Switzerland. Also spent some time this weekend going to the beach. Like I said, we're really close to this huge, awesome Lake Léman. Probably said that wrong. And they've got a bunch of little beaches and piers all along the lake, as we were able to go, cool down, and take a dip. Because if you can't tell from the sweat on my head right now, not very many buildings here have air conditioning. And it doesn't bother me that much just because I've worked at camp and we don't have air conditioning there either, but it was really nice to take a break and to cool down a little bit. Because all of the water is coming from the mountains, the lake was actually really cold, even though it's about 80, if not more, degrees outside. So I didn't stay in the water too long, but it was just a nice way to cool off. So like I said, this is the first week of classes, because I'm really here to learn about finance. I mean, I am taking finance, but So I have 3 classes, and something interesting that they do here that's different than back home is we're in classes for only half of a semester. So we have a first term and a second term, and then our classes switch. So that means all of my classes jumped right in, way faster than I was used to back at home. At Kent, we have a day and you get the syllabus and you tell, the professor about yourself, and they talk about the class for the entire time. And then you leave early, and then getting into the actual work doesn't start until the next class. Because of the shortened timeline, there was none of this here. All of my classes breezed through the syllabus in about 2 minutes, and then we were into taking notes and having textbook assignments. And although it's not necessarily a bad thing, I was not ready for that, and so it was definitely a big change to what I was used to. But because I only had classes on Mondays and I had Tuesday off, I was able to catch up with all my reading, and now I should be in the swing of things as we move forward with the rest of the semester. But I can already tell my classes are going to be moving a lot faster than I'm used to. And so I'm interested to see how that works, and if I find that if I prefer this way or the other way. On Tuesday, as part of my day off, I did something very, very exciting, and I went to the migration office to apply for my residency permit. So exciting. The building for this on the outside was one of the coolest buildings, very pretty and cheerful. And that's where the cheerfulness ended, unfortunately. I don't know, I keep hearing about this Swiss efficiency, but I definitely haven't seen it yet. I waited about 3 hours to apply for my residency permit, so I got a lot of reading for statistics done, which was very good, and also got to catch up on some YouTube videos. But it was quite the wait. Once I did get processed, it was very easy. I signed a paper, they took my fingerprints, and that was it. So I do have to say I appreciate that. That was very easy, but I definitely waited quite a while, but I'm very happy because that's over with. I should be getting my insurance verified, and I should have all of my paperwork that I need to stay for the rest of the semester all taken care of. So even though it was a long afternoon, I'm really glad that that's over with and I don't have to worry about it anymore. After being here for about a week, I could certainly confirm that things are more expensive in Switzerland than I am used to in the Midwest. And so last week, me and a couple of my friends wound up taking a bus to France to go grocery shopping. It was a little bit stressful at first because we weren't sure what tickets we were supposed to take, and we couldn't find where the bus was getting on. And as we were crossing the border, they actually checked our passports. We weren't sure if that was going to happen. And luckily we all brought our passports because we were crossing the border, but that was definitely a little bit of a scary moment. But I really enjoyed going grocery shopping in France because not only were things a little bit cheaper, but there was a lot more of a selection. The grocery stores that are within walking distance of my dorm are really tiny, and they have a few things, enough basics, but not a lot of very specific items. Whereas the grocery store that we went to in France was more of the size of a Walmart, and they had produce and household goods, so I was able to get cleaning supplies. And, very exciting, I was able to get socks. So now I have socks. Something that I didn't think about when we were going to do this was the fact that we don't actually have cars. So, all of the grocery stores that I've been to so far here, you can't get bags there. They don't give them out for free. So if you need a bag to put the things that you just bought in, you either need to have brought it with you or buy it there. So we've been pretty good about bringing our own bags and putting all of our stuff in bags. Not really an issue once we knew to do it. But something that I didn't think about is the fact that we don't have a car to put stuff in. So I bought all of these really heavy pieces of produce. I bought a huge bag of potatoes, a big thing of detergent to clean my clothes with. And then I realized, I have to carry all of these to the bus, carry them on the bus, and then bring them back to my dorm. So I felt pretty silly carrying all this heavy stuff. And by the time I got back, I was so exhausted, I basically just threw my stuff on the ground and collapsed for a little bit. So I know not to do that next time, and if I need more potatoes, I'll probably just buy those in the grocery store closer to where I live, so I don't have to literally carry a 10-pound sack of potatoes over international borders. Not my best moment. So those have been some of the highlights of my week so far in Switzerland. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time with some more travel and life updates.